What's up, guys? Welcome to another album review on Foreground Music. Today we are talking about the brand new Beyonce album, Lemonade. I realize it's been about a week since I uploaded. I have been busy with general rebranding and production things that you may be noticing if you were already subscribed to my channel, as well as just general life things. But yeah, the second this dank ass meme hit the internet, critics were just pushing out that content right away for relevancy's sake. So at this point, I really doubt if I have anything of consequence to add to the conversation, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Hashtag anything for views, hashtag get that YouTube Skrilla. So let's do the part where I give you some background on this project that you already know. Beyonce co-owns Tidal, which is a lossless streaming platform that nobody cares about. Beyonce releases surprise album on Tidal, and everybody does care about that, and definitely does not pirate it and buys a subscription to Tidal. Album gets long-form music video on HBO, which I have not seen. Album ends up being about Jay-Z, her husband, screwing around on her. And that's the important stuff. If you don't know who Beyonce Knowles Carter is, then... So the thing about this album is that it is very good. The contrarian in me wants to shit on this thing because nobody else is, but damn if this isn't just a lovely little piece of pop music. The biggest conversation piece here is the narrative. It's clear that Beyonce and Jay-Z as a married couple have had some infidelity issues on his end, and Beyonce decided to put together an album telling that story. And what we end up with here is something extremely linear. She begins this album detailing her suspicions of cheating. She finds these suspicions to be true, and we are audience to her ensuing rage, regret, depression, anguish, resolve, and ultimate reconciliation. As we are taken through this emotional roller coaster ride, we are exposed to a range of different musical styles, as well as a handful of very diverse but very well done collaborations. For instance, despite James Blake's minimal vocal contribution on the interlude track Forward, which is dope by the way, his production finds itself on the opener here, Pray You Catch Me, which has his style just written all over it. His signature jazzy, moody piano progressions are joined here by these swelling full strings that work really well together. Beyonce is out for blood on Don't Hurt Yourself, which has a production and vocal credit from Jack White. The up-tempo acoustic percussion here complements the shift in lyrical dynamic perfectly, and that dynamic is one that is very angry. And Jack White's vocal presence here somehow makes complete sense. Kendrick Lamar drops a verse on the half-cultural, half-breakup empowerment anthem Freedom, and if we know anything about good old K-Dot, it's that he makes good raps. People like his raps. He doesn't normally make bad raps. You know who gets a bad rap? The Weeknd, and for a good reason. I think his music's pretty boring a lot of the time. And coincidentally, he shows up on what I think is probably the weakest track on this album. His verse is short and the song isn't bad. I just don't find the instrumentation or Beyonce's vocals here to be anything comparatively very special, and the lyrics don't add much thematically here that hasn't already been established. Beyonce goes solo on a lot of great material here. The plentiful organic moments on this album are balanced out by some glossy synth-heavy tracks like Sorry and Love Drought, which make up for their lack of sonic diversity with super catchy leads and vocals that just ooze personality. Speaking of vocals and personality, Sandcastles, guys. Holy shit. If you need a good cry in your life, give this little number a listen, because it'll put the mist in your eyes, for sure. Beyonce's ability to effectively emote while still delivering a stunning vocal performance is unbelievable. There's this part where her voice breaks and you can tell that she's actually crying while recording this song, and it just adds so much power to the lyrics. Major standout track. In contrast, we've got probably the most fun song on this thing, Hold Up, with some killer production from Diplo, which is not something that I normally say, with these plucky sampled strings and this little tasteful air horn for good measure, of course. Pew, 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 pew. And then we've got some really earnest, reminiscent pop country on Daddy Lessons, where Beyonce likens her situation to that of her parents' marriage. The stylistic ground that this record covers while still retaining its cohesion and accessibility is seriously impressive. If I had to talk a little shit, I would say that Formation, the single from earlier this year, feels a little bit tacked on at the end here as the closer. But when you look at it, even this track has topical relevancy to the narrative that this album tells, and this song is just fierce as hell. Case in point, this meme album is really good and everyone likes it, and I really like it too, and pretty much everyone involved did a really good job. I'm giving Lemonade 4 lemons out of lemons. My scores are out of 5 now, guys. That's just the way I'm gonna do it. It makes my life easier, so I'm sticking with it. Thank you for watching, guys. Leave me a like on this video because it takes less than 1 second to do. Hit me up on social media because life takes place on the internet now. Links in the description for that. Click on my stupid face to subscribe for more music-related content in the future. And remember, life's too short for background music. Goodbye.